Right. Let's try this again. I have no idea what the hell happened there. Yeah, I know. I don't know what the fuck happened there, boys. My bad. Hello. Hello everyone, welcome back. We're back. Something weird happened. Yeah, I don't know why it dropped out. The internet was fine. Maybe my phone just decided not to work momentarily. But it is what it is. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah man, it's sick, eh? I love it. I think it turned out awesome. Yeah, I guess it's a live thing. This is, I don't know, I can't see shit, but this is one of the designs. It's got Maisie on the back. I'm pretty happy with it. And I also got this one. Same thing on the front, but it's got Ethel on the back. That's the other hoodie. These are both on the website as well as another one. I don't have the other one on me at the moment, but yeah. Go and check those out if you're interested. Nice. What colour did you ceramic coat your headers? Yeah, that's the Beamer's donk. So that's going to go into that thing as soon as I'm ready to put it in there. That's not the manifold for it though. That's one for a customer. My mid-tier sort of designer decided to drop the budget tier just due to packaging constraints. I'm a little bit disappointed with this bit here, so I might chop it off and have another go. Thanks, Brock. I am keen as well. I really want to get this thing in and in there. Horsepower goal for the Beamer. I want anything over 400 I'll be happy, but I really want to get to 500. So that is the ultimate goal. But anything over 400 I will be pretty happy with. Yeah, it's going to be merged. I'm not sure. Toying with the idea of twins at the moment as well. Yeah man, next time you're down Brizzy Way, I'm keen for a cruise, especially once all this corona nonsense gets over with. I got so much stuff I want to do. I got Willowbank to go and hit up with that. I got the Beamer to finish. I want to tag it out. Thanks Jazz, it does. I love the hoodies. I think they turned out really nice. It all helps the channel as well. If I'm going to go twins, I'm going to go 2 GT30s. Twins, Basil, twins. I'm toying with it. 2 GT30s I think would be pretty sick. But I was speaking with my engineer the other day to get it engineered for registration, and I can't have any sort of exhaust too close to the steering column, because if engine mounts or something break and it crushes the column, I'll lose steering, so I don't want anything like that. So I'll probably end up going the single route. I'd like to do twins on something though. T28 I think is probably a little small. Yeah, man, I'd like to do Lakeside one day. Do some roll racing out at Lakeside. I think it'd be a bit of fun. What else was I going to say? Yeah, roll racing at Lakeside I think it'd be a bit of fun. I haven't been to Lakeside yet, so I'd like to go and check it out. Go! Finally! Stupid YouTube. Ah. We're back, boys. I am. Mackay's not too far, I think, thankfully. Thanks, Reese. The manifolds are looking pretty good. Like I said, I'm not too sure about this. Yeah, Dylan, it's driving me nuts already. It's not even the internet thing. I got plenty of internet reception out here. But for some reason, he wants to play silly buggers. But anyway. Yeah, not sure about that. Figure that out later. Yay. Nearly finished my first drink already. Oh. The rum is always gone, my man. You should know that. Because we drink it. But I got some Johnny Red down there. That is up next. Figured I'd have this as a starter. Yeah. Well, 3 was a miserable failure. Not getting bored of the same car. I don't know, man. That's a tough one. You kind of really have to have one that you like more mods and horsepower is a good start. Nah, phone didn't go flat, man. YouTube was just having some sort of issue for some stupid reason. Felt like it was gonna play silly buggers with me tonight, but this time it came back. Excuse me. Yeah, not bored of the same. I know. But if we didn't have it, I couldn't be talking to you boys. Turbo helps a lot with keeping a car fun, especially big ones. How's everybody's week been since the last time I did a live stream? How's everyone coping with this corona nonsense? Seems to be calming down a bit now, I think. I hope. I mean, at least in my area it is. Sort of. I don't know. Work's just been fucking busy for some reason. The Combi weighs 1,750 kilos with me in it and 3/4 of a tank of fuel. For you old school boys, that is about 3,500 pounds. It's a big fat bitch. Yeah, Reese. That sick man link is the go. Apparently one of the best ECUs. I've heard a lot of good things about them. You'll be really happy with it, man. It's good to hear. VN's a lighter, yes, Michael. Good to hear work's picking up, Brock. It's been the same for me. Work sort of just went nuts this week. Doesn't look like it's gonna die off anytime soon either. I wish I could afford a Link. I did look at a Fury before I put the EMU in there, but at twice the price. I was thinking a bit more than twice the price. Yeah, VNs are lighter, they're way lighter. I think they're nearly 500 kilos lighter, actually. Around the 1300 kilo mark, I think, maybe even less. I haven't actually weighed one. I should do that and find out. Liquor store's closed, damn man. That's tough. Homebrew? Question mark. 1300 kilo with 450 horsepower will be nice, a lot of fun. It'll be pretty rowdy, 450 horsepower. Yeah, it makes about sense, Shazzy. I thought VHs were about 1200, 1250. So the VNs would have to be 1300, 1350 maybe. Hey Ryan, I am good. How are you? I'm on to drink number 2. Nah, I should run faster than 11s, Shazzy. I think. Well, with a perfect everything. 450 at the wheels should be about 500 at the crank, which would be like a mid-10 in a 1700 kilo car. With perfect launch, perfect shifts, perfect everything, and maybe a wind up its bum. Jacoda? Is that how you say your name? J-Coda? Anyway, hey man, what is happening? Sorry Ryan, I don't. If I did, I'd probably be keeping it for the drift build. They're getting pretty hard to get now, the old Getrags actually. Yeah, the garage is great. But it's already filling up with shit and I'm already finding it very cluttered. I came in here 3 or 4 nights ago and just tidied everything up. And now it's bloody everywhere again. Other than that, it's great. The hoist, I love the hoist. I don't know if your T5 is going to hang on for 10s. Thanks, mate. Yay. Glad I got your name right. Glad you're loving the live vids. I am too. It's good talking to all of you guys. Subaru's like 1200 kilos. Yeah, well, that's it. I mean, you can put it on paper as much as you want. Getrag's better than T5, Ryan. Nah, Getrag's better than T5. But T5 does have a gear set reasonably cheap. Whereas the Getrag, good luck. Once it breaks, it breaks. T5 you've got a bit more support. But you got to do, I think you got to do a few bits and pieces to get them to about the same level as the Getrag. I mean, third gear went in my Getrag as well, so apples for apples, I guess. If you're going to be clutch kicking just about any gearbox, you can't expect it to last. I worry about my T56 some days. And I picked up, I got my shim kit today. Let's see, Tremek. So the gearbox is going to come out of that soon, in a week or 2 for a video. So that's all bearing adjustment shims for it. Take that slop out of the input shaft. And then I'll be a little bit more happy about driving it around. I got to do that uni too, so that's another job. Yeah, Super GTR Getrags, way different to the Commodore ones. I'm not familiar with what fails in the T5s. I'm pretty sure they just push each other apart and then they just drop the guts everywhere. Hey Integra, what's happening, mate? Yeah man, that's it. The shock especially is what kills them. Yeah, Beamer 6s. E46s I think even had them, but mostly E36s, and the commies had the Getrags. I think the Beamer ones were a bit stronger though, maybe? Question mark? I didn't do enough research on it, but I couldn't find anyone anywhere making a decent gear set for one. Whereas the T5, what's their name now? Thanks, Moto Kid. I'm working on it. It's hard work, but I'm making the most of it. Got a lot of work to do. Tomorrow is sump day. It's just out of shot there, but there's a stock Ecotech sump down there I'm going to hack up for the Beamer, so that's the next video coming. I need to get it sorted. I've seen people do that with Getrags as well, man. It's much of muchness, really. Which 4-speed's that, man? That must be an old one. Oh, really? Shit, I'm on to... I need a VR auto engine loom. I might have to try and hunt him down if he's close. My first car... Shit, man, now you're asking me to go back. It was... cool, nice. That's close enough where I'd go and hunt down a loom off him. 1980s Borg one of that would be like an Aussie 4-speed, wouldn't it? They're not very strong at all if that's what it is. Shit, what was my first car? It was a Mazda 626, I think it was. A diesel Starlet. I didn't know they made the Starlets in a diesel. Is that the Toyota Starlet? Yeah, I'm pretty sure mine was like an 82 Mazda 626. Mum gave it to me. I think you could class that as my first car. And then from there, I think I brought another one, and then a VC after that. Hey, nice. N15s are an awesome car. I had a friend of mine have one that put the... What are they again? The CA16s with the VVL heads. Put one of them in there. Kind of wish we had it now for that cylinder head. Nice. 18 bucks to fill, you can't really complain about that. Oh, you still have the Pulsar, nice. That's sick. Not many people can say they still have their first car. Nice, 98 VT, good choice, that's the same as that thing. BFXR 6s are not too bad. motor-wise anyway. Oh really? I haven't seen many in ages. We did have a nice one come into work not long ago. It was pretty nice. Yeah, I mean, the T5 will probably put up with skidding for a while, but eventually it's gonna have enough and give up. If you're gonna be doing it regularly and you want it to last, getting it built and a few other bits and pieces isn't gonna hurt it. Oh, really? I mean, I can't say that I'm surprised. It is a Nissan after all. Nah, man, Reese, the front rims are the same. If I was to move my hoodie, you'd probably see all the gutter smash all over it still. Yeah, I thought it was the SR16 that had the VVL as well, not just the SR20. EH for first car, that's nice. They'll be getting up there in value now. Set of rims in mind in the future. I'd love. Oh man, my mate found them for me. They were some sort of Japanese wheel. They look really nice. Nice, like 6-spoked bronze fucking 18s. I reckon they'd be sick. Nice. Can't go wrong with the RB30 hanging around. Oh, okay. That's good to know. They're getting a bit hard to get though, the VE stuff. Stud pattern on the VT is 5x120 and I hate it. Nice T37s and 5x120 would be sick. Trying to find wheels for Commodores is painful. All the ones on Gumtree are AIDS, and all the ones that aren't AIDS are too much bloody money. Yeah, I got a couple of Steelies kicking around. I need to get a couple of them wide so I can get some ETs on it. I have no idea why they use that stud pattern. BMW is the same though, thankfully. So I've got 4 skidders sitting there, ready to go if I change up the wheels on the Beamer. Actually, I got 4 skidders sitting there too. Oh, are they? I didn't know Corvettes were 5x120. That's sick. Hey Chris, my week's been good. How's yours? Work's been busy, but yeah, apart from that. Oh, nice. That's good to know, Ethan. There's a company around the work from me that widens steelies for me, and it's actually pretty cheap. So I normally just get him to cut and rebarrel them. White-faced walkies and 20s would be nice. I think 20s are a bit big for something you're driving on the street, but if that's your bag, man. They do look nice though. I'm not interested in anything over 18s. Oh yeah, I can imagine. That would be super painful. I had my daughter over 2 nights ago for the night. Bloody drama. Anyway. Hopefully schools will be back soon. What else has changed here in the shed? Reese or Ethel? Blue plate in Queensland's easy, man. I myself do them, or I know a guy that does it as well. Reese has the potential to make Reese has the potential to make more faster. That's basically the gist of it. Endgame goal wise though, I think I'm aiming a little higher than he is, and pretty sure it'll happen soon, one day though. Yeah, that makes sense. Are you talking about my turbo manifolds? Shuffler? Yeah, I mean, I'd give it a go. I'd have to have the car here to do it though. Trying to do that like this would be a bit too difficult for me. Well, I hope I will, Reese. I hope so. I got some moves I need to make and a lot of money that I need to fund those moves before I can go doing anything of the nature. But for now, I'm pretty happy with where it is. Unless someone's willing to sponsor me a built transmission. Then it's going to stay right where it is for the time being. Blue plate. Yeah man, should be able to sort that out for you. I do them through work, so I'd have to sort of speak to the boss about it, but it's definitely possible. If not, I can just, if you message me on Facebook or through my website, I can give you the contact details for my engineer who can do it as well. So either way I can organise it to happen. Yeah. I think I'm going to go single on the Beamer. Really want twins, but it's too much work. 2 charge pipes, 2 exhaust, the exhaust manifolds aren't really the problem, but 2 dump pipes, 2 oil feeds, 2 oil drains. Yeah, no thanks. No worries, Shuffler. Yeah, just hit me up on either my website, cornfedboost.com, there's a contact me page, or cornfedboost on Facebook, and we'll make something happen. Oh, yeah, you're going to be building them, Chris, was it? Or should I say, building them for power, or are you just doing them for servicing? I need something that's going to handle some big power. Yeah, no worries, Shuffler. J-pipe's pretty simple. I can make something like that happen, but again, I'd have to have the car here to do it. Throw it up on the hoist, whack a few bends and whatnot together, make something happen. I heard the J-pipe's pretty much the way to go with the Falcons anyway. Yeah, no worries man, sounds good. Again, just let me know. Like, I got this one I'm making at the moment. and I got an RB25 in a few, no, sorry, RB3025 coming in a few weeks that I need to build. But I can fit you in between or after or something. We'll figure it all out. Building it for power. Are you building it yourself? For that sort of power? If so, what box and where are you getting your bits from? Because I'd happily have a crack at building one myself. Parts are too damn expensive, I guess. And I'm not too sure. I know how the autos work, doing my apprenticeship and all that nonsense, but I don't know exactly what parts I need to get to handle that sort of power. Yeah, nice, good. That's what I want. If I'm going to an auto, I want the 4-speed because I want that 4th gear overdrive. I'm pretty sure you got me on Facebook, man. You'll have to let me know how you're going about it. I would like to know. Sweet. I did do some research. There's a couple of companies making those bits. I'd love to see the list and pricing if you have it. Oh yeah. That makes it a bit easier. As Chad was saying, the adapter to bolt the barrel exhaust. Yeah, no worries. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate it. J-pop on a 250 would be enough. I had a friend that actually wanted a turbo 250 once, so I'd be curious to see. Is it still a carby 250 or is it the XF fuel injected one? Be curious to see how it'll go. Oh no, I'm running out of ice. No, not the 808. Oh, I have it. So this is it. This is my old computer that I was using. It's VR auto, so VR 3.8 litre auto. It's what they refer to as a 424. It still has my NVRAM board in there, so that's going in the Beamer. And it's going to use the 4L60. Yeah, standard VT motor would cope twin turbos as long as you keep torque and power. I'd love to do a Nissan drag car. I'd love to do something front wheel drive, like maybe a Triple S with a big Garrett on the front of it and some slicks on the front. I reckon it'd be sick. 650 blow through on a crossroad would be nice. Yep, I got one here. So this is the NVRAM live tune chip. Works a treat. Yeah, I know. I just wish I had. I got all these builds I'd love to do. I just don't have the funds to do any of them. Yeah, no worries, man. The 808s are a good ECU. Fantastic. But they run a 12p tune file, which doesn't have spark cut limiter, which on a turbo car I prefer, and it sounds amazing. Apart from that, the 808s are great. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was VPVN. I think even some of the 5 litre stuff was still 808 as well. If you're doing a budget turbo build, they work brilliantly. I think even VR as well might be 808. But, no, VR Auto's 424. Maybe the manual's still 808. Don't quote me on it though. I could be completely wrong. The NVRAM chip works a treat. I love it. It's just like a standalone, but it's a stock computer basically. Auto, ECU and loom, yeah. If you're turboing an auto car with the 4L60 in the later like VT, VX, these are the way to go because they'll still control the 4L60E, Facebook, Config Boost, or my personal one, not too keen to give out just yet. Whoa. The 424, Daniel? Is that what you're questioning? Yeah, no worries. I'm keen to check out the Falcon and the 250. I haven't seen a 250 in ages. No, it wasn't hard to access the computer. There's one wire for the data that goes to I'll come back to you, Reese. One wire to access it that goes to the OBD2 port, and then it goes from the OBD2 into your USB on a laptop. Wiring, it's not too bad. It is a bit of a pain in the butt. It's about as much work as I did wiring that engine loom. So if you keep that in mind, it gives you a rough idea. You don't have to make the loom from scratch, but you do have to modify to go into the VT, the 3 plugs on the firewall, lengthen a couple of bits and pieces, and that's basically it, and add in whatever other sensors you're using at the time. No, Boosted Built Garage has the 12P, but that's why he went to the LS1 coil driver, because it has spark cut. He changed to the LS coils to get the spark cut limiter. The 12P doesn't have spark cut limiter, which is why his limiter sounded weird before he had it, because it was a fuel cut. Bummer. Bummer, Chad. I hate killing die grinders. Thankfully, the one I've had has been a $20 cheapie and it's lasted me the last 5 years, but now that I've said that, it's probably going to die. My drill I just got though, I killed a drill making the engine mounts for that thing. And I went and brought another one, and now I've almost killed it already, so I know I'm going to need to go and get another fucking drill again. Yeah. VUI is used, not too bad, man, but it's a flash-based one, so you'll have to make your changes and then upload it, etc. It's a long way to go around it, but it still works fine. Yeah, I know. Clutch switch would be great to do on these things. I think I don't know the limits of the loom or the pin input. So I think there's a couple extras which could probably be programmed to do a clutch switch. That is way out of my league. I'm not that good. Tire size at the track. I have the 245 NTO5s on the back at the moment, but they are useless in first and second. Being a manual, I'd like to use a bias ply ideally, because it does take the shock out of the drivetrain as you launch it. But an ET Street can be used. I'd still prefer a bias ply, but then you've got to get front runners, makes it a little bit more costly. Something, I think like 26 by 9 would be pretty ideal. Okay. I mean, that's still not too bad to get it to work on a VY. Yeah, I know, man. Way out of my league. You have to talk to the boys on the PCM hacking page. Surely one of them will be able to make it happen. Hey, Sweets, what's happening again? Are you joining in late again? Would you recommend cutting diff for a burnout car? If it needs to be cut, sure, but I'd weld it. Welding it would be the go. Oh yeah, I'm sure there is a write-up somewhere of how to do it. I don't have the time or the patience at the moment to sit down and go through it. I probably should though. It'd be nice to know. I'd like to do a math tune as well. Oh, nice. That's a good tip, Jazz. Thanks for that. I'll have to keep my eye out for some Monaro ones for some front runners. Because I want to run bias players sooner or later. Okay. I can't say that I have tried, Ethan. Oh yeah? You're gonna make an LS1 PCM to a V6? That sounds interesting. I suppose you get 2 extra coils. Thank you for the $2, Sweets. That's awesome. Very generous of you. I will do my best to answer any question that you have for me. Cheap eBay turbos, good. eBay turbos, yes. Cheap, no. Hey Jessica, yay! You're involved as well. Did he drag you into this? Yeah, thanks man. I'm glad you're liking what I'm doing. I appreciate the couple of dollars. It all helps. Oh yeah, flex fuel, I guess that'd be the one benefit for it. Flex fuel, 4-bar map. I guess then you can use, what's that tuning software again? Not Tuner Pro, HP tuners. That'll probably be pretty beneficial for it. eBay turbo. Some last use 1,000 horsepower, other 5 minutes. Yeah, it's kind of. It's a weird one, eh? It's a mixed bag. You get what you get, and some are good, some aren't. Thank you very much, Shuffler, for the $30, man. That is a massive donation from you. I really appreciate that. You really didn't have to. I'm keen to see you, Falcon, though, and organise something. J-pipe. The 650 double pump would be good. If you have any other questions, man, feel free. I'm happy to do my best. HP tuners, got it for my LS1 Turbo. It seems to be the go for the LS1 stuff. I'd really like to play around with it. Maybe one day I'll buy it, unlock my mate's BA and see if we can get some spark cup limiter action onto that. Stock Falcon. Yeah. It's just a lucky dip, eBay turbos. You can get some good ones, you can get some bad ones. Oh, no worries, sweets. Thank you again. And thank you for the $2 and all the support and watching all my videos. Have a good night. He is lucky, Jessica. Not many other wives would be keen to watch a YouTube live stream. I'd love to bring the car to Melbourne and do, is it Heathcote down there? One of the drag strips down there. I'd also love to do Sydney Motorsports Park. Touring Australia might be a little difficult, but yes, I'd love to fly down to some other states, do lots of car shenanigans, meets, etc. Maybe I'll have to do a meetup in each state once a year, or not, like say New South Wales one year, Victoria next, Melbourne another, South Australia, Western Australia, and all that jazz. Oh, do they? I suppose they got plenty of the LS stuff around. Yeah, Tuner Pro uses, well, I use Tuner Pro on the 424, and it works great, especially with the NV RAM. Yeah, thanks again, Shuffler. I really appreciate it, man. I'd like to see that 650 on a 250. That's a big carby for a 250. Don't know if HP tuners will work on a standard standard Commodore ECU. I'd love to come to Red Senonats, fan. Definitely sick. Bring this thing out for some As it Calder Park would be mad. I'd love to come down there, do a few laps. Yeah, I'd love to come to South Australia as well. Check out Adelaide. Maybe soon I'll start doing some meets like that, either in other states. Oh yeah, there you go, man. And that makes sense as well. Do they make a loom for the L67 in the States, Chris? Yeah. Yes, Reese. Meats would be sick, and of course we'd have to make them better than those Zach, I can't even pronounce his last name, but that Zach guy's videos for sure. I really want to chop his Falcon too. Ah, nice. Road tuning's really good, especially for your cruising light throttle stuff. Got nothing but good things to say about road tuning. It was my everything, still is my everything for a lot of it. Oh, really? So there's no strip in South Australia at all, or is it just Adelaide itself? Nice. It's good to hear. Chris, I'd like to have a play around with that one day actually. Get one of those LS looms and some HP tuners happening on a car. Have a bit of a play. Hey Alex, a little bit late, man, but It's going good. How have you been? Still lots of things to talk about. LS1 coils are the go. It's a shame, Aaron, Azza, but have a good night, man. So there's no strip in South Australia at all. Well, they're just rubbish. Hey Ryan, I love turbo cars too. I'm gonna have 3 soon. Oh, okay, so you got one. It's just junk. Is that the go? We only have the one here too. Thankfully, it's pretty good. I can't even think of another, actually. Yeah, timing is the dangerous one on the road. Uh, I've always kept it as conservative as I could, and that's pushing it's when I broke some shit, a lot of it. So it's best to just, you sort of guess, and then if it doesn't blow up, you go, right, well, I'm going to leave it there. I love turbo Hondas. I'd love to do like a EK or EG hatch. Not really necessarily with a K series, but like maybe a B or something. Have a bit of a tinker in the Honda game. Ah, nice. That sounds like a really really good way to go actually, to get a turbo ECU Loom 4 V6 with LS coils. VLs aren't cheap anywhere, Jazz. Doesn't matter where you are, they're expensive as balls. Yep, I am planning on selling future turbo kits. This is one I'm selling, this is one I'm making for a customer now. This is my mid-tier series turbo manifold, so it'll get basically a log style manifold on this side, log style manifold on the other, and a crossover. Myth, if you want to get in contact for me for one of them, these are going to fit VS to VY. Head over to the Facebook page. I don't know about God's work, Honda. They're good. They're different. They work well. But yeah, I do fab my own 3-in-1 turbo headers. I'm gonna ignore that, Reese. Jessica, sounds like you need to help him out. Billet mains on an RB, sick. What RB did you have again? Was it a 26? These mid-tier ones with both manifolds are going to be about $1,200, but I'm thinking of doing the first 5 for about 1,000. The 3-in-1s are about $2,000. That's the same that's on Ethel at the moment. Hollands run 8. Yeah, I'll have to come up to Mackay then and do a few passes. Hey Aussie, how's my bum? It's getting a bit sore. Ah, so you're going the RB28. That's right, I forgot you had an R32 GDR. I'm so jealous. If you're in Brisbane, I'd love to see it. NA Hondas are still good, man. You can still get them pumping. They sound a little bit... Boosted Boys minivan is sick, but they need to put some decent axles in it. You say that, Jazz, like you got a lot of RBs kicking around. Nope, no special jig to cut the butt weld. It's all done by hand, unfortunately. Fuck yeah, that's sick, Shazzy. I'll make a video of it. Get your hand off it, Reese. Yeah, sound is hard to tune. You can't make a shitty sounding engine sound that good. You can help it, but they'll always sound pretty garbage. Yeah. I'm keen to see that thing make 1,000 horsepower. He's got the turbo for it. He just needs to stop playing around and turn her up. Yeah. I don't even have a Honda. I got a Victor. I got me a Dinger. Little Dinger Victor. Cuts me grass. Shit, yeah. That sounds good, Shazzy Gang. I am down for that. Let me know when you're ready, because I'm ready now. Nice. BT Holdens are the go. Nah, none of that barren nonsense. Jay-Z the world. Not a big VL fanboy, but I love my RBs. I'll take an RB off your hands there, Jazz. No worries, Motor Kid. Have a good weekend, my guy. I'm keen for more vids to come out too. Yeah, man. That two-stroke Victor puts in the work. Sings too. Yeah, Jazz, I'd love to do an RB. I think I still have an RB20 head in stock, but it's junk. It's been sitting in weather for months and has all the valves are rusted out and all that nonsense. But I'd love to do an RB build one day when I can afford it. You can get away with PSI on your P's for the right car. What am I using for some modified factory Holden one? I don't know if you're going to see it in the shot, but I just weld an AN onto them, or have an AN welded onto them, and then go from there. Nice. Is that, what do they call that van? Booster Boys van, Chazzy Gang? RB30 the world. I am going to be doing an RB30 25 build soon for a friend. He's got me building it for him, so maybe I'll make a couple videos on that. Yeah, Ryan, Holden's are the go. You must be from another country. Everywhere here. Schedule 10 or schedule 40. I'm not sure the difference, man. It's all steam pipe stuff, so it's like 3 or 4 mil thick wall. It's all heavy duty stuff. They'll all have V-bands, and if I can find it, it's not right in front of me, but stainless, what are they? Bellows. Nice. 4 years is a long time, but I could justify it for an R32, man. I love those cars so much. Twin cam head for all the revs. Hey, nice. The ends of the go. I remember doing skids in my mate's one all the time. I used to think it was awesome. Nah, Hamish, I'm gonna modify an alloy one, so that's my job tomorrow. It's out of shot, but there's a down there somewhere. There's a alloy sump. I'm gonna hack it up and build my own sump to go in the Beamer. Odyssey. Yeah, Kyle's got to pull his finger out and turn it up, but that's sequential. Put some good bloody axles in it and send it. That's it. The Odyssey. You. Yeah, L67 on P's is the go. Oh, you're from Vic. Nice. Hey, are you keen? Yes, you are, mate. You commented on my post. I posted about Ethel on something else. How's the AU going? Yeah, EH kind of has to have a V8 in it, man, but I'd love to see one with an RB30. I reckon that'd be sick. Ah, can I get a thumbs up for Honda running nines first hit? That was sick. I'd can't wait to see that thing actually do a full rip, man. That thing's gonna be incredible. Hey Ryan, you missed quite a bit. You probably just have to go back and watch it later. How's your night going though? Ah man, let go of a good block there, Chad. I'm sorry. I think you put RB26 in anything, Jazz, and the price instantly doubles. The 25 heads still flow pretty well though, I believe. You need that 3 litre bottom end torque. I'd really love to do an RB24, 25 crank in a 24 block with some rods and pistons, standard bore size, and just spin it to like 10.5 grand and cram 30 pounds of boost. I reckon that'd be sick. Yeah, Ryan, I love my VT and other VTs. I'd love to get another one and cram as much NOS through it as I can. Oh, you got CRV axles for it? Nice. Hey, Sly. Shy. Where is RK Garage? I haven't seen him for a while, actually. That Odyssey is going to be sick, I know. Looking forward. Oh, yeah. Fuel cells are good, especially for a skidder. Volume is probably the best benefit to them, I think. Oh, nice. Didn't know ACT had no restriction on your Ps. That's sick. Wish we had that. Thanks, Shazzy Gang. I thought I saw a notification for it. I'll get onto it after the stream, man. E30, RB30. I don't know. I love E30s and would love to have one. But I think if I was going to have my ultimate BMW, I'd have a 1J in it. I'd want something pretty reliable that I could beat the shit out of it all the time. I even rebuilt an alternator. That sounds painful. REB30. What do you mean, Reese? My VT's great. Yeah, I know. I wish he could have got it under the bonnet. They would have made it so much better. But I think that Subaru subframe makes it so difficult to get that engine tucked down. I know 24s are rare. I used to have a 25 crank and block all pulled to bits and a 20, and I was going to amalgamate the two together. I just never got around to it. I really think it's the way to go with an RB though, just spin it to 10 grand. If you do that, Daniel, that'll be amazing. I'm probably going to need another block at some point. But I'm not going to hold you to it, man. You really don't have to. Thanks, Ryan. I'm glad you love your VT, man. They are really nice. Yeah, de-stroking does work with the 3.8. I think they go down to like a 3.4 or 3.2. One company, 6.6, said that he could get them, but he wanted my firstborn son for the crank and the rest of it, and I nearly did cough up the money for it. I kind of wish I could have, but I don't know the strength. Yeah, it would be the best gift ever. VNs are good as well. Hey, okay, Garage. You back, mate? A little late to the party, though. Yeah? I know. Restrictions on Ps are crazy. Oh, RBs in an EH, that'd be nice. What V8 did you get? A VN V8 would be a 5 litre, wouldn't it? TB48, is that the patrol thing you're talking about? Ah, shit, phone's going flat. I have seen Adam's E36 with the 1J or 1.5J in it. It does sound amazing. He's also got the money to build the car pretty quick. Ah, I see what you did there, Reese. Oh, my bad. Yeah, K24s are really tall. I'd love to do something with like an F22 being rear-wheel drive already. How do they get the RB22s in Japan? I need to go and research this now. It's piqued my interest. Adam LZ is a juice. Yeah, man, they weren't cheap. Might as well be my firstborn son. Yeah, man. I mean, that would be sick if you did. But like I said, really don't have to. Though I will really appreciate it. They do run great on unleaded. They run better on ethanol with the turbo. What did the TV48 come out of? That was a petrol motor, wasn't it? Yeah, over 25 here as well. I was driving this around on my Ps when I was 25. Back when I was first turbocharging it. Shit, that means I've had it for 7 years turbo now. God damn it. So maybe I had the car for like 10. Oh yeah. I'd love to play around with a 304 and some boost. That low compression, I reckon they'll love it. Yeah, why can't you just boost the F motor in the S2000. Best car I have, Ryan, is Ethel. Yeah, GU. I thought they came in the GU. Their blocks are the good ones to get according to Platinum Racing products, aren't they? Yeah. That's what I thought, Chris. I saw Platinum Racing products like block test. You should run the skidder on E85, man. Ah, good. Boost and a 5 litre would be very interesting, especially in an EH. Whoa. Whew. 157 mile an hour and the 8th is honking. Okay, yeah, I get that, but I'm about being different as well, which is probably why I want the F series. You got a small enough turbo on the intake, you won't be waiting too long. Or there's always NOS, man. Or you could just put NOS on the NA motor as well. But then you got to refill bottles all the time. Thanks, Ryan. I'm glad you like it. I do too. Even though it's cost me a fortune. And I'm still not finished. But I wouldn't have it any other way. I get my E85 from the pump, Jazz. I am way too poor to be able to get it by the drum. I wish I could. Yeah, I've heard the G-force gear set's the way to go for the T5, man. Especially if you're going to be abusing it a bit, but I think they are still pretty limited in like strength-wise. What spool are you going on about, Shuffler? If it's for your Falcon, size-wise, the V8 turbos would work well. 9-inch trunk. Uh, 9 inches aren't that junk, are they, man? Although to be fair, the stock diff and, well, not stock, but stock Monaro diff is doing alright. Yeah, it can be done without rear brakes, man. Yeah, I see what you're going there. They are heavy and clunky, but it makes them strong too. Whoa. I control my boost with a Mach 3-port valve. I have the manifold feed the bottom port in the wastegate open. That's my wastegate pressure, and then the Mach valve takes some of that, puts it into the top, and that's what does my boost control. It's simple and it works. I also have about 4 springs in the gate itself to keep the bloody thing shut. Thanks, Ryan. My rims are okay, but they're getting pretty beat up. Yeah, they are VZ SS wheels, my man, on the money, but they're the 18s, not the 17s. The blue is nice. It took a lot to paint it. Yeah, I'd love to get Ethel on a 1320 video. That'd be sick. If only Kyle would come back to Australia and put me in one of their videos. I guess I'd have to be right place, right time. Yeah, the X8 coilovers are great, man. As far as like quality wise, I'd have to rate them in the same level as the BCs. There's a lot of junk out there that's not quite as good. Um, so they're pretty up there. I mean, not just because I work for them, but we see a lot of other coilover kits that we install, and people are always coming back with problems and breaking and all the rest of it. Only way I'd go to a CO2 setup, man, would be if I was trying to run like 60 pounds of boost and I had to just cram all the pressure into the top port of the gate. At the moment, it's not really needed yet. Yeah, yeah, I really want to do it. I want to go and buy a cheap Como nugget and just cram as much nitrous through it as I can and see what it'll do. Oh, nice. That'll go well on the Falcon, man. I wouldn't worry about anything bigger or smaller than that. Teal white walls. Nice. That'll look good. Definitely different too. 18s or 19s. I'd probably go 19s on the front, being a skidder. Yeah, man. It probably would. I was kind of hoping the Full Boost guys would give me a shout out with their daily news, whatever it is they were doing, but never happened. So here I am doing my thing. Yeah, CO2 is a bit overkill for this thing. Yeah, yeah, the camera correction kits. I got one in the back of this. I really need to do the other, or I'd love to try and modify myself some rear arms to add some camber correction into them. But yeah, you gotta. Max speeding rod coilovers. Can't imagine they're gonna be too good, my man. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the video's still on YouTube. I do remember watching Scotty throw the NOS on the VN, but I want to do it something Ecotech. I have the most time into Ethel. I'm probably, well, if I had my P's, I'm more than 7 years into that car at the moment. Yeah, the GDX 45 would look great on Ethel. Make the power that I want to make too, man. Nice. 200 k's an hour on the spot is a lot of fun. Yeah, man, 38mm Turbo Smart gate will sound amazing, especially if we leave it screamer, but the legalities do get interesting. Yeah, I could imagine they would be stiff. The cheaper coilovers usually are like driving a skateboard. I even noticed the difference when I set when I fit a set of the Petters XA ones, they're just so much stiffer than the factory stuff. But the Petters ones are somewhat compliant. Nah, I don't know what Jim's doing with Jet V6, man. I haven't seen it in ages, eh? Knowing him, he's probably doing some top secret stuff with it, with all of his sponsors and whatnot. Yes, I agree, Shazzy Gang. Cheap coils does equal expensive. Oh, Jet V6, PB at Calder. That would have been a while though, wouldn't it, Jazz? I think anything's better than chopped springs, Alex. I used to have heaps of chopped springs back in the day. Never again. Nice. I love my screamer pipes. They are loud and obnoxious, and I can't get enough of them. Can't remember the guy's name, but can't believe Full Boost guy didn't want to put a screamer on No Man. Jeez, might pull back. Need to get a better chair in here. Although, if I had a better chair, I'd probably fall asleep. I thought the front of the AU had been lowered, man. It looks like it was lowered. Oof, chop springs in a Focus, man. Yeah. The biggest thing I love about Screamers is you can get away with a smaller exhaust system on it because that volume's not being plumbed back into the system to go out the back. So you can make more power on a more sedate exhaust. Nice. I have to play around with some stainless on a Screamer though. Mine's just mild steel. I can never hear it on the street. I don't know if it's just me, but when it's in a video, it screams its ass off. So it's probably just me. VZ Calais Cradle only has toe, man. Every Commodore all just has toe. You got to get the offset bushes. Nice. Don't miss the days of putting the old chop springs back in the car. Yeah. Especially with his 650 on it, man. Jeez, that's a massive carby. Tell me about it. Don't get me started with the 4-inch scraping everywhere. My 4-inch pipe, I can't go anywhere. I don't think I'd be able to get it on camera, but it's like this high off the ground. Every speed bump, every fucking, doesn't matter what it is. It's bullshit. Doesn't help that my V-band sits lower than that, so the exhaust comes down, being 4-inch, and then the V-band sits even lower than that. and it just wipes itself out on everything. Potholes, fucking bumps. There used to be a little lump in the road near my mum's. It was only about this big, but it'd fucking wipe out my dump pipe every time. I had to drive around the damn thing. Yeah. If I do it again, I'm going oval pipe, I think. Damn, it's above legal. Ah, yeah. Yeah, I could imagine slammed back and low front would be painful. You probably wouldn't be able to get it in and out of everywhere. What's that, Shady? The oval pipe gives it a better sound? I don't know how it goes welding though. I think, or cutting and bending and working with it seems a little bit more difficult, but I reckon it's probably the way to go. Ah, we need a petition to change the laws to everything. Every single car guy needs to get on and do a petition and get the government to pull their finger out and stop fucking us over with everything. You watch, I'm probably going to have the FBI at my house now because I said that. Oh, nice. I didn't know that. Thought stainless made a good job of changing it too. Yeah, I can imagine that would have been a struggle to get it on the trailer, although it would probably be a bit of a struggle to get it on there now, wouldn't it? Yeah, there were K70 crawlers were everywhere. There's still a couple kicking around, but nowhere near as many as what they were. Side pipe and back pressure don't mix, man. Back pressure's a myth anyway, so I wouldn't worry about it. Just side pipe it and have fun. Back pressure you only want before a turbo anyway. Yeah, sick. Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about back pressure in a NA car. It's not going to make a lot of difference. Oh man. Oh shit. Suppose I could give you guys light truck tires that help. Yeah. Yeah, man. Get it pressurizing before the turbo and let it out as quick as possible. I wish I could do a hood dump on this thing. Even just a side pipe. I do wanna... What was it? I do want to do a loud valve on this thing though. Footy, I don't really watch too much of it, man. My dad loves it, as well as cricket. I guess Brizzy Broncos are the only real team I know. And yeah, that's about it, really, to be honest. Fuck yeah, side pipe. Whoever's winning. Yeah, Brizzy Broncos are the team that I usually go for. State of Origin's Queensland, of course. Yeah. Well, they always win. West Tigers, nice. Are they a local club to you? Go the Maroons. Just the pod. Nah, dude, you gotta do some zoomies or something. Side pipe. Although I do kind of agree, zoomies are a little much. Just side pipe it. Just kick it out just behind the front wheel there, man, and send it. Bulldogs. I've heard of bulldogs. They sound familiar. Yeah, I agree, Chad. Oh, really? Sounds like it's a bit close to your trans, but side pipe it. I'm telling you, you probably won't regret it. Yeah, who? That was EH Turbo 5 litre. That'll be sick. I wanted to do that with my VR Calais I had. It was a 5 litre. Slow as a wet wick stock. Did a good skid though. Uh, oh, there's my damn. The two of them there. Oh, really? Were you trying to get in the NRL? There was a few boys back in my school that ended up in a couple of teams as well. It wasn't really my thing. I guess I can give you guys a quick rundown of the turbo manifolds that I'm making. No, I can't. My camera's phone's around the wrong way. Right. So I thought the J pipes didn't go too bad on the Falcon stuff, man. How do I switch this around there? Alright. So, this is the manifold that I'm working on at the moment for the mid-tier level. T3 or T4 flange, depending on which one you want, log style manifold. I am doing them with a front crossover. They will have the potential to keep aircon if aircon is something that you want to keep. And yeah, I think they're going to be pretty good. They're not going to be as nice flowing as like what's in that, but you're still going to be able to make 500 to 600 horsepower on these fairly easy. I really like these turbo flanges. They're a bit expensive, but I'd rather pay the money on these guys because they're round at the back, but they've been CNC. I don't know if I can get it in the shot here. They're CNC ported so that the round pipe comes in nice and flows well for the T3 or T4. I have one on that thing, so that's why I am keen on using them again. And I'll be supplying these as long as I can get a hold of them. But they are very expensive. I've just done some welds around the inside here, and I'll be welding around the back as well. Thanks, Chazzy Gang. It is a nice flange, but I have seen nicer. Yeah. So you get the idea. That running will kick up into there. A little bit disappointed on this merge piece, so I might redo that tomorrow or the next day. And yeah, they will make some good power for all of the Mangs. I just got it tacked together at the moment with got some heavy duty tacks on it, a couple of beads here and there, and yeah, will work nicely. I've got to go and test fit that on the car. It's going into a VS. Oopsie. So I'll be able to offer those VS to VY and to suit aircon or no aircon. This particular car is no aircon, being a skidder. Thanks, Chassis Gang. Yeah, I do them all myself. All hand fabbed, all hand cut and put together. I really like those flanges. The limit of the manifolds, there is really no limit of the manifolds on Ethel at the moment. There, I'll see if I can pop the bonnet and show you what I mean. Don't forget, grab yourself a hoodie. I couldn't show you even if I wanted to, but let's see. So Ethel's pretty special because I went all out on these manifolds. Down in there's a 3-in-1 collector, and they're all big. Yeah, you can't even see it down here, but they're all big diameter steam pipe. I can't show you. And then this is like 2.5 inch into the T4 flange, so they're not going to be a limit for a long time, I don't think. I mean, at least I hope not anyway. They took forever to make. That's the wife's hoodie too, so I can't get that dirty. It should kill me. Oh, that's right on this side. I love a Grand National here, man. They can't get them. I wish. Well, actually, you probably could, but I reckon there'd be only a couple in the country. Yeah, thanks, Reese. I appreciate that. I'm going Sunday to test fit it, so I should be right, I reckon. Camtech cam in Ethel. It's about 229, 230 duration and 600 thou lift on both inlet and exhaust at 50, and that duration is at 50 as well. Advertised duration is like 290, but no one ever goes advertised duration. Booster built garages, manifolds. I can't remember how they were. It's been a while since I watched him make them. I think they look pretty good from what I remember. I can't really remember that much of them either. Oh, what am I pouring another drink for? This is getting long. Nah, not quite 230, 237. It was like 229, 230. You reckon? I'd have to check the website again. I thought it wasn't that big. All I know is it's the second biggest they offer, and I should have went all out and got the biggest. I don't know, Reese. It might be. It might not. I don't know what you talking about, Dylan from Boosted Built Garage. Camera wise, that's preference, man. There's a lot of good cameras out there. I like the Canon stuff. I use the Canon stuff personally. They probably do filming the best. They got really good video quality. Yeah, should have gone big. No, I didn't order one of his autoplate things. I was questioning about hitting it up and see if you wanted to sponsor me one for Ethel and do some proper testing on a high horsepower eco in the real world, but I don't really want to put one on Ethel. I'd rather have one on the Beamer and see how it goes for that. But I don't know. I might just buy one for the Beamer, but I don't have the money for it. Looked like an alright bit of kit. Anyway. This will have to be your last questions, boys. Got 15 minutes and then I'm going to cut it off. The 2-hour mark is going to be the end. Pretty sure Booster Built Garage did a pretty good job of his manifolds last time. I do like what he did with the screamer pipe. Tucking it out the inner guard was very tricky. Also cooking that front tyre though, I think. Yeah. Yeah, 2 hours is a long time. And I've been busy today. A big day tomorrow as well. Sump day. I am dreading it. No, I can't say that I am watching SCF, boss. No worries, Jazz. Have a good weekend, man. I will see you next stream or just about any video, my man. Have fun playing with the RB stuff. Damn flies. Who do you look up, Chad? RB gang. Booster Built Garage. Yeah, he's been doing a lot of stuff with his Hilux lately. Preferred street tire, Toyo R888R. I'd love to get some of them for this, but they're too freaking expensive. No worries, Crossflow. Good to have you here in the live stream. Thanks for coming and hanging out. I'll see you on the next one next week. Yeah, well, his last decent one was on the Ute when he went out to the drags. Yeah. He has been doing a lot of Hilux stuff, but he did do that one just the other day with his new product. So I guess you could class that as a Toby video, if you so please. Yeah, that makes a little bit more sense. Crossflow. Next live stream is going to be called 4, and if it fucks up like this one, 4.5. Stupid YouTube. Yeah, I mean, He does have a Buick to start with, so he's kind of limited there. It's not an eco like this. But he does seem to be pretty conservative, which isn't really a bad thing, but I just want to push the limits. I want to set some limits, break some shit, break some boundaries, and kind of want to be a bit of a trendsetter, I guess. Price on the hoodies, these are 65 plus postage. I have to double check the postage is working properly actually, because these are a bit heavier. And I do another basic one which just has, it's got that logo on here without the lettering, and it's 55 plus postage. So they're not too bad. Actually, they're not that much dearer than my Ethel shirts. 4.1 edition. I could do it 3.9. Maybe. Nah, it's got to be 4 something. 4 litre, the Barrow edition. I'll have a ponder on it. Yeah. Yeah, 3.9's the go. That's where all the action is. No one's messing with them. Sissies. Really want to play around with one. Fuck, there's some bugs in here, eh? Yeah, man, me too. I'm looking forward to it. But nah, Ethel's never getting a Barrow, man. Yeah, that's what I want. I want 4 digits, but it's going to be a lot of work and a lot of money to get it there, money that I just don't have at the moment. So my goal short term is to enjoy it and run my 10. Really want to run my 10. It is dicey, especially on a standard crank, but it's what I want. I shouldn't want it because my goal was 800 horsepower, and it's now more than that. But ever since it made ever since it made the 750, literally the day after, all I could think about was how can I get more? How can I make more? What do I need to do to make more? Yeah, it is the horsepower game. It's the race car game, basically. But I think Tao's going to be 4 digits is going to be the limit. Once I get to there, that's it. I'm not going to push that any further. I said that with 800 horsepower. I said that with 500 horsepower, and then I said that with 800 horsepower. But I'm gonna have to fucking yeah, gonna have to. Yes, it is a drug. Costs heaps, but it's probably the best drug there is, if it could be considered a drug. 450 on a Crossy, easy. 2025. Yeah, man, it's gonna take me about that long to get it there. 1500 horsepower, yeah, well. Come on, boys. Yeah, it probably is cheaper. But it's not something that I'm interested in. I'm interested in that. No, 1000 horsepower. Gonna be it, I think. Yeah, man. Unless I decide one day to maybe drop a VR38 into it, then I can go for more. But I think Ethel's always going to stay Ecotech. Is it though? Can't say from experience, but seems like a lot of money. But then so is that. Yeah. Yeah, I might have to buy another Commodore for a VR38. Just because. Ecotech the world. And then VR38 after that. Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully one day, or hopefully I can build up enough of a channel and a presence that someone will give me one. And then I'll plop it into a Commodore, have everyone hate it, and I'll love it. Fuck. It's a lot for a stock crank. Fuck yeah, that's ridiculous. Damn. Can you imagine a dirty old VS with a 2,500 horsepower VR38? I can't imagine it with 2,500 horsepower anything in it. Of course it does that right now. 5 minutes, boys. 5-minute call. Even the train says so. No. Yeah, man, 4 digits is the goal. I don't think it's going to happen this year. Might not even happen next year. Yeah. But, yeah, that's the goal. I'm going to do everything in my power to make it happen. Maybe even testing a stock T56 will like any more power than what it's making now. Yeah, man, journey is where all the fun happens. I haven't heard of the Bowie stuff, mate. I'm not too sure what it is. But Ethel doesn't really need too much to make it, really. Yeah, that's true, man. I mean, I started making 300 horsepower. Now I'm making more than 3 times that. So, no, I'm not making 3 times that. More than double. Nearly 3 times that. One day it'll be 3 times that. But yeah, got to assess the engine. I don't think it's dying yet, so I have seen Motive's VR38 R34. That thing is sick. Oh, okay, nice. I'll have to look into it. I don't think they do much, or if not anything, for the Ecotech. Yeah, they had trouble with the 34 chassis, didn't they? So they popped it into King GDR. Is that what the go was? Yeah, the turbo. I don't think the turbo's going to get me to full digits, although it made 580 on 20 pounds and 750 on 30 pounds. So it's still got more in it. Um, we can run it up to 40 pounds, but I'll probably push a Cometic around that sort of boost level anyway. So it's going to need a turbo, a gearbox, a tail shaft, and some axles. And then 4 digits are going to be pretty doable. Hey Sam, how's your night? We are literally about to end the stream, man. Okay. I guess being the Buick, they'd have it in the Grand National. Probably not going to be releasing any new stickers at the moment. I have toyed with, well, not toyed with, I had thought about doing one with Ethel and one with the BMW. I'd appreciate any sort of feedback. For stickers that you guys want. I mean, no, block's not O-ring yet, man. That was the goal. If it pushed the head gasket, yank it out, O-ring it, slap it back together with the Cometics and O-rings. So, yeah. I mean, we did touch 33 psi in one of the pulls, but it wasn't for very long. So I'm not sure at what limit the Cometic's going to push. Hopefully it'll be more than 40 psi because I'd love to wind out the ball water and see what it's really going to do. But the get drag's not going to hold it, and my shitty single plate clutch isn't going to hold it either. So yeah, at the moment it's stuck at the 750 horsepower mark until I can make some more money and improve some of those bits. Feed me boost, feeding boost. I could probably do something like that. How about feed me corn? I kind of like that. What do you guys think? The 15 of you guys that are still here watching, I said 2 hours. Thanks, mate. Glad you like the VT. I'll finish up on this drink. Vito corn, that'll be sick. Yeah, man, I think it will be too. Alright. I might make up one saying that. Corn is life. You want one, Chad? Okay. Seems like a pretty decent consensus. 3076. I do not know the measurement, my man. 30s be pretty small, I would imagine. Corn slut, yeah, loves the corn. Ethel sticker would be cool. Okay, well I'll probably have to do both then. A feed me boost followed by feed me corn. Or I could probably work the two into the one sticker. Feed me boost and corn. Nah, that's a bit weird. Struggle. 2630 in a VL, nice. Should be pretty sick weapon. Yeah, I know the 85 is made from sorghum. Well, it depends on where they can buy it from. It's either made from corn, sorghum, or there was something else that was made from as well, I'm pretty sure. But everyone calls it corn juice, so. And Corn-Fed Boost was the only name that I could think of at the time for my channel. So here we are. Ah, 2530. Boost inside like the Intel sticker. I have thought about Argave. Yeah, that's it, man. I have thought about doing one, but I'm pretty sure there's heaps of people doing Boost inside stickers. I reckon you could probably Google it and find about 5. I could make one though. Oh, sorry, I have one made. I don't make them myself. I pay an external company to make them because I don't have the equipment. Nice, 100% ethanol. Yeah, does relate to the channel. What's little red round grain, man? It sounds weird. Yeah, buddy, I do have merch. Google cornfedboost.com and it'll put you straight onto my website. There's a whole bunch of merch there. Shipping outside of Australia is a little tricky for me though, but I'm sure I could probably work something out if you are, but if you're in Australia, then that's not a problem at all. Oh, okay. I could make a small batch of them, man, if you want one. I'm giving away my just corn-fed boost stickers with my shirts at the moment. The hoodies don't have anything on them at the moment. Okay, oh, that's easy for shipping, man. Well, I do have merch on right now, like my hoodie. You can see on the back. And these are new to the store. I got this hoodie as well. It's got corn-fed boost printing on the front and the mighty Ethel on the back. I think these are really cool. This one's for the wife. I got this one. I also have a couple of t-shirts. I'd really like to do some hats. I love my hats. So being able to get some hats stitched up I think would be really nice. But yeah, man, Google cornfedboost.com and it'll put you straight onto my website. Otherwise, in just about any of my videos, it should have a link in there as well. Yeah, I kind of like the feed me corn thing too. I think it suits. I might make one up. I'd like to try and do it with a little anime girl on there too. Oh, okay, I didn't realise sorghum was round and red, man. Yeah, I think if I can get feed me corn and like a female anime character head, that would make me very happy. I don't know anyone illustrating anime though. Shift knobs, it is possible. I don't know where or how to go about it though, my man. I want to try and do later on, well soon, I'd like to try and get like manifold parts on my website, like things like this head flanges, like this turbo flange, V-bands, a few other bits and pieces like that. Try and start selling them through the site as well, but the trouble is the market is so full of cheap stuff, it's hard to be competitive. But yeah. I don't know if you boys heard that, but some camo was ripping a fat skid. Alright, well, that's my drink. I'm going to start wrapping it up soon, boys. Our Street Style used to make knobs. I'll have to look into it, man. What about lanyards? How do you feel about lanyards? I personally hate them because they dangle around near your knees when you're driving.